I know that most of my videos on this channel are mainly about Star Wars, but I love Batman too. I love them both equally. Like, sometimes I'll have a difficult time deciding whether I like Batman more or Star Wars more. It's like, they're just both so good in my opinion. And The Batman trailer was released, and it's like, holy crap. I think this movie's gonna be good. And Robert Patterson, I think, is playing Batman, and I think he's trying to do a Bale Christensen impression by saying, "I am vengeance." That part was like pretty cool. And there was Catwoman, and there was I think it's the Riddler, that guy. I'm gonna break down the trailer and tell you what I saw in it. But I'm pretty sure that guy is the Riddler, and he's taping that guy's face down, saying no more lies. And I think I'm going to tell you what I think that means here in a sec. So, let's break down this trailer. So, there's a part in the trailer where we see some newspapers, and it says, "Carry on, Don. Don's gonna done it again. King Don." I'm not a big comic expert, but I think that they're trying to make a new origin for the Riddler. Like, in the Dark Knight trilogy, it seemed like they were trying to make a different origin for the Joker. One that's not him falling into a chemical tank. Because I think they were trying to make those movies more realistic. And they might be trying to do the same with this one. And it says lies all over it. Either written in blood or just red paint. I don't know, probably blood though. I think that this is the Riddler's new origin. I think the Riddler is Dawn. And I think that the guy he's taping up is probably the newspaper guy or something, the guy who wrote all that stuff. I think that he has some sort of rivalry with someone. That's just my theory, though. There's also this part where I think it's the investigators. Possibly one of them is Commissioner Gordon, and they find this card from the Riddler, and it says, I don't know what that first word says, though. Dot, I think it does say. I don't know. I'm stupid. Dot does Darwin dead. I'm sure it's supposed to be something. And then it says, having a clue? Let's play a game. It's kind of blurry. It's hard to read, but I think it says, me and you? Just me and you? I think that's what it says. Having a clue? Let's play a game. Just me and you. And then it says some sort of code, and I think that Batman's going to be... Here's what I think is going to happen. I think that Batman's going to be playing the Riddler's game the entire movie, but then it's like, at the end, you realize he was just playing with him, and then Batman's going to go all brutal and just beat the crap out of him. And I think that this is also Batman's beginning. Oh, God, I hope they don't show Martha. I don't want to see them being shot again. I think that this is a beginning, a different origin story. I think that this is a new start. I hope they're not going back to shooting the parents, because that's just getting tiring now. I think that they will show or take some stuff from Batman year 1 or 0 year. I think they'll be taking stuff from that. It makes sense, because considering that's his origin story, unless they're trying to make this a completely original movie. That'd be hard to do, but it's possible. Back to the card, I think that Batman's just going to be playing his game the entire movie, and then at the end, he'll go brutal and beat him up. Now, do I think the Riddler's going to die? No, I don't. But I know he is going to get bloodied up at the end of this movie, if my predictions are correct. And so, another part of the trailer I noticed is this part. They're taking pictures of stuff, and one of them says, it's hard for me to read it, Parpin drug Host sauced. I don't know. I'm not very good at reading that. It's kind of far away, and they have the reflection in the way of it. But I think that Edward Nygma, or in this version we're gonna call him Don, got in trouble for selling drugs or something, and then got angry about it. Or maybe people were suspecting he was selling drugs, and then he got angry about it and decided to go around killing those people who thought he did. I don't know, maybe. I don't know about this. I might be going a little far with this part, but there's the part where the guy's like, "Does this mean anything to you?" And he holds it up to Batman, and it's the card, and it says, "To the Batman." Now, I don't know about this, but it is a way of showing that the Riddler has not the greatest handwriting, and maybe he's just going down a really dark path. I don't know. I don't even know. So we then get this scene with this guy, who I am pretty sure is the Riddler, and we have Batman, who is looking out at him. I think that's probably either his mask or some sort of prototype mask that he's looking at him with. I don't know, because this is a movie about him at the beginning, after all, so maybe he'll have a suit that doesn't quite look like the bat suit, but it is, an early design of it. Okay, so there's this part where the car comes in and it has the word Dawn spray painted on it, and I think that's the word Dawn. Just below it, it looks like it almost says cat, as in Catwoman. I don't even know. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but look closely at it. Doesn't it look like that? Or maybe Dawn is not the Riddler. Maybe Edward Nygma is, but he's just trying to kill a guy named Dawn. Or maybe Dawn is the Riddler. I don't know. But taking a look at it, I think that it's going to go like Superman Returns, where he knocks a car out of control and lets it run people over or something. And maybe they're at some sort of party. Maybe Bruce Wayne's at some sort of rich people party, and maybe Dawn is there. And the Riddler wants to kill Dawn by running his car in there. But again, maybe Dawn is the Riddler. I don't know. So it looks like that guy raising his hand up looks like he has some sort of robotic hand. I know that may be a little far-fetched, but look at it. Doesn't it look that way? And the car is just crashed there. And on the back, you can obviously read DOA. Maybe something to do with Dawn. Maybe it's the initials for Dawn something something. Maybe it's his full name. A stands for his middle name. N stands for his last name. I'm really on this theory that Dawn is the Riddler. And they're giving some sort of funeral for some guy. Maybe he's Two-Face. I don't know. I just thought of the first villain that came into my head, and I decided to choose Two-Face. Then we have this part, where this guy's holding up to the Batman. I think that it's gonna be a big mystery where Batman has to follow the Riddler's clues, and then eventually it all comes down to him finding him, and then a big showdown. Your average Batman film. I think that Catwoman will play into this by kind of like, I think that she's looking for, the Riddler too. I think she might have something against him, and she wants to get whatever it is from him. I don't know. I think that there's going to be two storylines. One of Batman trying to find the Riddler's clues, and two of Catwoman trying to find the Riddler's clues. And I think that they'll come across each other at some point. So then we get this scene, and there's some guys, probably thugs, working for the Riddler, and they're at the City of Gotham Sanitation East Side Depot, I don't know. And I think that that's probably where the Riddler is. That's where the final showdown's going to take place. I think that's where he's hiding, and it's all going to lead to there. While I doubt that the Joker will be in this movie, there is some foreshadowing for him with these guys with the big smiles and stuff. I think that there's some sort of foreshadowing for him. And then we get a scene of Batman in a police station, and they're trying to hold him back or something, which I think he's interrogating someone, kind of like how he does in The Dark Knight, where he's interrogating Joker. He smacks his head on the table, and he's like, "Where is he?" That's funny. I think that it'll be something like that. Or maybe it's someone about his past. Maybe not someone who, tried to shoot his parents, but maybe it's someone who tried to steal from him at one point. Maybe, he's got to have a reason to want to just beat the crap out of this guy, right? Okay, so then we get that scene of Batman fighting those guys, who I said might be foreshadowing the Joker, and he's like, "I'm vengeance." I think that part's going to take place at the beginning of the movie, and I don't know if they're going to have anything to do with the Riddler. Maybe it's some sort of small clown movement? I don't know. I think that this would just be an opening scene, because they don't seem to know who he is, and when everyone kind of know who Batman is, even if it's his first year in Gotham City. So I think that this would be the beginning, and when Batman first shows himself to the public. Kind of like that. That'd be pretty cool. So I think that it's going to start out with Batman fighting those thugs, like I said, the Joker-like people. And then he's going to activate the Batmobile, which looks pretty cool. And he's going to chase them all across Gotham. And then it's just going to be this whole opening sequence, maybe 10 minutes. I'm sure it has something to do with the plot. And then he just gets them all arrested, which I think would be pretty dope. Please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye? I think that's going to be one of the Riddler's riddles. He's probably going to say that. I'm sure that he's going to hack into something and then just put out an announcement and say that. And that's what I think he's going to be doing. I think it's just going to be him going around leaving cards, and they're going to put the clues together and find him. Well then, this has definitely been one of my longer videos, but that's it. I'm going to continue uploading Star Wars content, and Tragedy of the Chosen One Part 3, I am done writing it. Now I just have to read it and get it edited and stuff. So I got it all written down. Alright everyone, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.